Hello, my yogi friends. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat today. The day that I am taping this is actually a very special day for me. Today marks 4 years since I spent 10 hours in emergency brain surgery to save my life. And that was a very awakening moment for me, and obviously an incredible second chance that I was given. I used yoga throughout my recovery from that brain surgery, and then I needed two additional ones in 2017 as well to help me find light amongst a lot of very dark moments. I spent a lot of time crying on my mat, and then when I was able to move again, and it helped me relearn how to balance, all the things. So I'm incredibly grateful for this amazing practice. It is what finally led me to be a yoga instructor, and so as always, thank you. It brings me so much honor to have your trust in this practice. So seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. So today, we are actually going to do about a 35-ish minute yin class. Yin is one of my absolute favorite things to do. My first yin class, I did not like it. Nothing against the instructor, nothing. I just wasn't prepared for the fact that I had to be still and take my time and get rid of my ego. And I think that is something that every time I practice yin, I'm reminded of. So with yin, if you haven't practiced before, please take your time. We will be in passive, stretchy poses for several minutes. Just lets our energy start to target those deeper connective tissues. That helps with mobility. It's a beautiful practice to add into any sort of physical exercise practice that you have, whether that's yoga or running or weightlifting, whatever that might be. So grab all the props. Props are great to have in yin. Again, you may not need them. Well, we will need the blanket to start, but blocks are nice to have as well. We just want to build up, give ourselves lots of support. So grab what you have, run to the restroom, get some water, pause the video, and come on back when you're ready. We are starting today in a supported fish pose. So grab your blanket, and I have just a yoga blanket folded in half, and then I roll it nice and tight. I put it about a third of the way down the yoga mat from the top of the mat. And then when you're ready, you're going to start to just lower yourself down. Go ahead and start any music if you'd like. Something slow and soft would be perfect for your yin class. Words, no words, whatever you prefer. I do have a lot of public playlists on my Spotify channel, so I will put the name of that in the comments. All right, so when you come down, you're gonna want the top of the blanket is gonna hit at the very bottom of the shoulder blade. So the pointy part of the shoulder blade resting on the top, very top part of the blanket. Your arms can cactus here. Knees can be open or your legs can come long. If you do have your knees open, just be mindful that the feet are not too close to the pelvis. So just bring those toes down a little closer to the bottom of the mat. You can always stick a couple blocks under the knees as well. And close the eyes down. Taking a nice big inhale here. Exhale through the mouth, soften through the shoulders, sigh that breath out. Take one more, just like that. Big inhale. Full unrushed exhale. Now just breathing in and out through the nose, slowing it down. We want to tap into our breath here, eventually settling in to a nice unrushed cycle of breath that doesn't require too much effort or attention. Our practice today is going to be all about gratitude. Gratitude for challenges, gratitude for discomfort, gratitude for all of the icky moments that lead us to our light, that help us find a purpose, that help us Really grab on to the good moments. Gratitude for peace. Gratitude for life. So using this supported fish pose, not just to tap into the breath and find and create space for a deeper version of it, but also start opening up and lifting through the heart, releasing through the shoulders, expanding, leaving lots of room for your light to shine right there. Let's take a moment here and notice your thoughts. Notice if there's anything lingering. Just doing the best you can to send it on its way. Reclaim this time for you. Go back to your breath. And once you do feel settled here, taking time to set your intention. Maybe today we use a mantra on an inhale, perhaps saying, I am. And on that exhale, maybe exhaling gratitude, grateful, peace, light, whatever positive, affirmative words you need there. Just take into any of the challenging moments in your day as a reminder. Take 3 more breaths here. Really use the inhale to grab that intention. Let it travel up with the breath. Letting go, releasing on that exhale, maybe sighing it out. 2 more. Last breath right here. If your knees are open, just gently start to draw them in. If your legs are long, bend your knees, feet to the mat, almost like we were going to bridge, pressing your feet into the mat. Slowly lift the hips, just pulling out the blanket, setting it to the side, then slowly coming back down from the top of the spine to the bottom. Take your time. Give yourself a breath or two here in neutral. We're just going to start to sit ourselves up. Just gently use your forearms or elbows there to support you. Once seated, we're going to take a butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, bring those heels away from the pelvis. Nice diamond shape here. Using your props, again, just depending on how your hips feel. Blocks are really nice to just set underneath for a little bit of support there if you'd like. Or you can sort of build up a little tower for your forehead. So just take a moment, set up your props. And then when you're ready, take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, start to fold it down. Shift around in your sit bones as you need to, wiggle in and out of the hips, trying to create a little bit more space. And then just stop where you start to feel the initial sensations of the stretch. Let your head feel supported here on your blocks or blanket, whatever you're using. Close the eyes down, part the lips. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release that breath, heavy in the face, heavy in the shoulders. In our yin practice, we take our time, only going deeper into the stretch if your body is craving it or calling for it. Setting aside the ego, so only deepening if you have a reason to. We're going to be here for about 3 minutes, so you have plenty of time to ease into a deeper version if you'd like. Nice full breaths here. Sort of visualize it perhaps as a tool to calm and quiet the mind.
Using that inhale at the very bottom of the spine. Inhale nice and slowly as it travels up. Exhale, release. Continuing that cycle. Anytime you need to quiet the mind. Just removing or lowering any props. If you want to take it deeper, if you want to stay right where you're at, that's absolutely okay. We add movement in yin to deepen or to come out of pain. So always recognize the difference between discomfort and pain. Breathing through the discomfort, backing out if it's pain. Giving yourself a lot of grace. Whatever comes up, whatever tension arises. Go back to your mantra. I am. Breathe it in. Exhale, whatever word you set there. Inhale, I am. Exhale. Two more big breaths here. On that next inhale, you'll slowly lift, taking your time to bring your head back above your heart. Exhale once lifted. And just take a breath here in neutral. From here, we're going to let this right leg extend. Left foot just comes to the inside of that right thigh. This right foot can release. Toes can come in, out, whatever feels best to support your knee. So just being mindful of that. We're going to go into a Cleopatra pose. I like to bring a block to either side of my knee. I'm not always sure which one's going to feel better for me. And then take a nice big inhale here, fill it up. Exhale as you bring an elbow to one of those blocks. Let your head rest in the palm of your hand. If you want to deepen or go a little, feel it a little bit more in this left side body, let that right arm just come up and rest. And then check in with yourself here. If this is feeling too much already or the sensations are a little louder, increase the height of the block. Maybe rest that left arm. And close your eyes down. Softening through the jaw. Take a nice big in breath right through that left side body, carrying it up. Full exhales. Maybe taking a moment here to scan, noticing how each various part of your physical body is feeling, checking in on those left fingertips, carrying the attention down the arm to the armpit, left side body. How are the hips feeling? Releasing tension that you might be holding in that left leg, the left knee. And trying to soften through that extended leg. Just checking in on the quality of the breath. About 5 or 6 more breaths here if you would like to decrease or remove any props. Let's take 3 more. Last one. And then on an inhale, let the left arm lead the way. Bring that left arm up and slowly lifting, taking the exhale once lifted. Bring any blocks that you have on that knee just over to that left side here. We're going to bend that right knee coming towards a deer pose. So my right shin is somewhat parallel with the long edge of the mat on that right side. We're going to take a supported stomach twist here. So I like to set block against my thigh and then one to support my upper body. If you have a bolster, that works really nice here too. And then I take a blanket or a pillow, set it on top just to soften it. We're going to inhale here, nice long spine. Then exhale to twist to that left side. Just stay in the twist lifted here for a few breaths. Just let your spine have a moment to catch up. Nice big breaths here. Feel the twist. And then when you're ready, slowly lowering down onto the props. Adjust them as you need to. That left ear can come to the mat if you'd like to keep it a little bit more restorative, or that right ear if you'd like to deepen the twist. Once you land, once you find a spot to settle, check on the shoulders, maybe move them around just to help encourage the release. Soften the jaw. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, soften and settle in. Twists can be very detoxifying. I like to think of them as cleansing in a way. So perhaps as we're here in this twist, we call forward or visualize something that's holding us back, something that is not serving us, or is keeping us from feeling gratitude or peace, whether that be an argument that we had with someone, negative self-talk, a regret. Whatever it is, recognize it here, acknowledge it, call it what it is. Take a big inhale. I am. Exhale, that word you set. Inhale, I am. Exhale, let it go. Do 4 more breaths here. Nice full onrush breaths. One more. And after that last exhale, use your hands. Inhale gently to press up, staying in the twist. Counter stretching the neck. Maybe dropping that right ear towards the right shoulder if you were looking over the left shoulder when we were lowered. Just doing here, ever organically feels nice. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder, stretch it out. Balancing out any neck stretches or movements you've added here. Then we'll inhale Just gently unwind, coming back to center. Once there, let both legs come, feet out in front of you. And this time we're going to let the left leg extends. That right foot just settles into the inside of the thigh. Grabbing your blocks and placing them on both sides of that left knee. Left toes, just relax. Check on that knee, make sure it feels supported. Inhale. Exhale, lowering the elbow on one of those blocks. Adjusting as you need to in the foot, the knee. Rest the head. Arm can come up overhead if that feels okay. Big breath to settle wherever you land. Checking for tension. Trying to soften. Once you feel settled, maybe bring your awareness to that right side body. Just feel the breath as it moves up. Nice big breaths. Maybe give yourself a slight smile here as you draw that breath in. How good it feels. About 5 or 6 more breaths here if you'd like to change the props at all or deepen the pose. Two more full breaths. On your next inhale, let that right arm lead the way. Coming up, take the exhale, and just take a breath here. We'll bend that left knee, bring that left shin to the long edge of the mat. Getting ready for our stomach twist on this side. So block up against that outer right thigh. Another one to support my upper body, blanket rest. And if you have another version of this that you prefer, please do that. Once you have all that set up, inhale, nice long spine. Exhale as we twist to the right, staying lifted here for a few breaths. And close the eyes down. Really feel that spine twisting, gentle. And then when you are ready, lowering down onto your support. If you kept your ear so it was more restorative last time, try to do the same thing here. Same if you had it looking over the opposite shoulder. Take your time, settle in. Check your shoulders. Soften the jaw. Big breath to settle. Close the eyes down. Just like we did on that other side, we're going to use this twist to help cleanse negativity, negative thoughts, moments we're holding on to. If there's anything lingering in your thoughts that you can use that. Really see it. Call it out. Take a big inhale. Exhale, trying to let it go. Inhale, I am. Exhale. Inhale, I am. Exhale. Four more breaths. Last one. And then on an inhale, when you're ready, gently, slowly lift, staying twisted. Counter stretching in the neck, being gentle there. Take a couple more breaths here, balance out any of those movements. And then when you're ready, gently unwind. Taking a breath once untwisted. Just going to bring our feet wide here. Let them windshield wiper a couple of times on each side. Once you're balanced there, come to a tabletop. Grab a block. We're going to take a melting heart pose, another heart opener. I like to place the block to start right underneath kind of my belly button up into my chest area in tabletop. Hips are stacked over knees here. And we're going to just start to let our arms walk forward, trying to keep our hips stacked over our knees. They're going to want to come forward with you. So just being mindful that they're still back there. I'd rather have them behind your knees than in front of them. And then adjust your block as you start to melt down onto it. It's there to support you right at the heart. Forehead can come to the mat. There's a shoulder stretch as well. So if it is a little too much in your shoulders, you can widen your hands. Mine are about shoulders distance apart. And then try to soften in the shoulders here so you're not engaging there. Taking a nice big breath. Once you land, inhale. Exhale, let it go. If this is too much in the spine, maybe you take a wide-legged child's pose, letting your chest melt towards the mat, or you increase the height of your block. If you have more mobility in the spine, you want to deepen it, just give it a few more breaths perhaps. And then remove the prop, being real gentle. Nice big breaths here as you start to tense up. It's our natural tendency as we're opening through the heart space. Big breaths. As your spine starts to open up a little bit further, perhaps you can find a little bit more space to draw your heart a little bit more towards the mat. Finding a little bit more space as you stretch there. Space for the breath, drawing in the inhale. Space for your gratitude, for self-love, for your light. About 4 more full breaths here. If that made you panic a little, just deepen the breath. One more full breath. With forehead on the mat, let's all draw our hands underneath our shoulders. Then we'll inhale, gently lifting back to table. Exhale to cat pose, so round through the shoulder blades, tucking your chin and your tailbone. Big breaths here in cat. Letting those knees come a little bit closer together here, and we're just gonna sit it back for a child's pose. Sitting back towards the heels, your forehead rests on the mat here. Your arms can stay long, or you can hug them in. Just give yourself a nice big inhale, and then exhale to soften. Visualize the breath, carry it up your spine. Release it. Take an inhale here, carry that breath up. Then on the exhale, just visualize or feel as I gently press down on that low back. Inhale. Exhale, feeling that gentle pressure on the low back. One more time. Just a few more breaths here, coming back to your breath, coming back to your physical self, the mind quiet. Taking one more. Just gently pressing back to a tabletop. Just adding in anything you need here. If you want a couple cat cows or maybe a gentle down dog, side bends, just kind of close your eyes and ask your body, what do I need? You tuck the toes, release the ankle. Whatever you add here, just do your best to keep it gentle. If you're in down dog, maybe you keep a slight bend in the knees. Nice big breaths. Give yourself 2 to 3 more rounds of breath, balancing out any movements if you've added in cat cows. And then when you feel balanced, we're just going to make our way towards our back, getting ready for Shavasana. Grab any props you might like to have. Once you're on your back, let's just hug everything in. Draw those knees up, low back is off the mat. And if it feels okay, you can draw your chin up to your knees. Nice big breaths. If you want to massage the spine, bring your head back down to the mat. Just add some gentle rock and roll to the sides here. Just a little rocking motion. And then when you're ready, let those legs come long, or whatever version of Shavasana you're taking. Ankles fall open, settling in the hips, tuck the shoulders, arms come long. Nice big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Closing the eyes down, letting your breath return to its natural rhythm. No more thought or effort. Scanning for any tension. Trying to soften. Just let yourself rest here in Shavasana. Start to deepen the breath, bringing awareness back by inviting small, gentle movements to your fingers and toes, maybe gently nodding your head from side to side. When you're ready, inhale, draw those arms up overhead, low back can lift. Inhale, exhale, release. Bending your knees, bring your feet to the mat. Rolling to either side, finding your fetal pose, letting your head rest in your arm. Close the eyes down. Take a moment here. Reconnect with the breath. Go back to your intention or mantra. And then when you're ready, just start to sit yourself back up. And once seated, let's draw our hands to heart. Slight tuck of the chin here, a bow of gratitude. Closing the eyes down, let the thumbs connect there at the chest, taking a moment, feeling them rise and fall with each beautiful breath. Feeling your beating heart, letting it serve as a reminder that you are here, that you are worthy, that you are enough. Take this feeling, taking your intention or mantra, grab onto it and take it off the mat with you into the rest of your day, into the days ahead. Just do the very best you can to give yourself and those around you the best of energies. Thank you so much for sharing your day with me. Namaste. Thank you. See you next time.